And thank you for listening to Utah Public Radio. Up next, it's our weekly movie review. Here's our film critic, Casey T. Allen.
After what seems like the longest publicity campaign the world has ever seen for a film, the historical epic Oppenheimer finally opened nationwide on July 21st. And while Oppenheimer was financially overshadowed by Barbie, on the same opening weekend, its contribution to the Oscar race is significant. Christopher Nolan is the director and co-writer of this film, and his familiar signatures are throughout, from non-linear story structure to booming musical score. Christopher Nolan is the director and co-writer of this film, and his familiar signatures are throughout, from non-linear story structure to a booming musical score to seriously brooding straight white men. Oppenheimer is adapted from the biographical book American Prometheus, The Triumph and Tragedy of J. Robert Oppenheimer, written by Kai Bird and Martin Sherwin, published in 2005. Because this film is adapted from a large book and portrays the complex adult life of a famous man, it covers a wide range of events. Oppenheimer's 3-hour runtime is long, but this length works to divide the leading man's life into 3 sections. Section 1 is a scientist biopic explaining Oppenheimer's work in theoretical physics. Section 2 is a military drama of Oppenheimer leading the Manhattan Project in New Mexico, producing the world's first nuclear bomb. And Section 3 is a government conspiracy with security clearance hearings showing Oppenheimer's failed lobbying for control of the United States' future nuclear weapon use. Almost all the scenes have brisk dialogue between characters, many people are introduced quickly the audience has to keep track of, and many moments give condensed reviews of nuclear physics and tenuous geopolitical relations. From all this explaining I'm giving, you can realize this film is a lot, and it all comes together very well, especially considering its length, the director's schizophrenic editing style, and the numerous moving parts of the story. I had to remain mentally alert at my greatest capacity to fully grasp everything in this film, so don't expect to spend any time relaxing with this one. Because this film is so long, is nicely packed with so much information, and is arranged so well with a propelled gravitas, I walked away feeling fulfilled. Cillian Murphy's emotionally articulate performance in the title role, combined with the ominous musical score by Ludwig Göransson, I got the chills multiple times. If Cillian Murphy is not nominated for Best Actor at every award ceremony next year, I will be shocked. True, this film does not tell a part of history everyone will like, or even a part of history everyone will agree on, but it's not going to be a boring, thoughtless, or forgettable film this year. For Flix at 48, I'm Casey T. Allen.